Hello, your friends and neighbors. Today, mystery unboxing from Mandrake. Now, unsuspiciously, Rob says that this is for me. And between the three of us, I really only collect Godzilla 1998 things because I just very much enjoy that design, not so much the movie, so I wonder what is in here. It's been so long, I am so rusty. So I wonder what Rob spent money on this time. I mean, it is nice that he got it for me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we remove. Okay, it's all coming out at the same time. Kind of like dinner at Taco Bell. What? Oh my god. He did it. He found Godzilla vs. Zilla set for me. Oh my god. The box is in such good condition too. Look at that. Oh. How in the hell do I open this without ruining? Oh. Precision. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, show my boy to me. Okay, we got another one of these. Fuck off. Show my boy to me. Oh my god, there he is. Oh, it is very much different from the Mothra Kaiju Legends one. It's a little bit on the smaller side, and the sculpt or mold, whatever the fuck, it seems a little bit more refined. Like, even though it is, yes, very much smaller than that one, it just feels more realized here. The detail is more on point. We've got a nicer, less obvious blue on the back. And oh man, this just looks so nice. Look at all of that detail. And does he have it? Yes, he do. The feet finger that Toho nearly took the rights from Trendmasters from, even though they've been doing feet fingers for a while now. What a sight. Okay, I guess we've opened up this one now. It looks exactly the same as the other ones Rob already has. Okay, yeah, mostly the same. Not at all impressed. Could give a fuck less about Final Wars Goji, but hey, we have a set, so at least there is that. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my god, I love it so much. Thank you, Rob. Seriously though, finding this set on eBay has been a bit of a bitch. I'm either too late to pick them up or they're just too damn expensive. I mean, look at the size of these things. I would not pay hundreds of dollars for them. Anyway, let's do a quick round of comparisons for both of these figures. Okay, up first we have the Godzilla vs. Zilla set, Godzilla Final Wars. This one is from the Candy Toys set. That came out around the same time as Godzilla 2014, and as you can see, they are pretty much the same figure. Although, I'll say this guy's detail, the Godzilla vs. Zilla set Godzilla, his detail looks a little bit more, nicer? Like, I don't know, the scales on this guy just pop a lot more than they do on this one. And then this one, yes, this is from the Shokugan Volume 2 box that Rob unboxed, and, around the same. I'd still say this is the superior one over those two. No toenails, no claws, teeth still yellow, although these are much more yellow than this one. Look at that. Interesting. Shokugan Final Goji's eyes are a little bit on the wonky side. This one is nice and straightforward, I think. Well, his pupils seem a lot bigger than this one's does. Maybe not. Yeah, these two I'd say are a lot more similar to one another than the other one, but for the most part, dorsal fins might be a little on the different side. Detail on the original is better than this, yada yada yada. Let's move on to Zilla. No, I am not being a pretentious prick on Twitter, also on YouTube, by calling him Zilla. I do believe this is one of the very few figures of this design that is actually officially known as Zilla, whereas all the other minifigures I'm about to show off are all officially Godzilla 1998. An important distinction. Alright, so here is Godzilla vs. Zilla, and then here is Godzilla 1998 from, I forget the name of the series. Very, very different in height and obviously mold, but for the most part, they look very nice together. Up next, we have Zilla and the Hyper Godzilla 1998 from the Bandai Hyper Godzilla series, and yeah, this one's a lot more obvious, isn't it? And finally, there we go. The Bandai Mothra Kaiju Legends Godzilla 1998. For the longest time, I thought this guy would have just been a sized down version of this guy, but there seems to be much more obvious differences going on here. Save for the size, I would say the underbellies are mostly the same, but also different at the same time. Ein genitalia is obviously different from one another. This one has his hands down more, whereas this guy has his hands more up in an attacking position. The dorsal fins do feel mostly the same though, but at the same time, I wouldn't say this is a downscaled version of this. I think this is a whole new mold. I don't know if you can chalk this up to just the size of the figures, but their necks and their heads seem a little bit less wider, you know what I'm saying? Plus details like this hexagonal thingy over here is not present on this one, and the detail on the arms, the way that they are shown off and are properly communicated on this figure isn't exactly the same thing going on with this figure. To cut this short because rambling, this guy was the blueprint, this guy is the final product. So it's good to finally have all of those questions answered. That about going to wrap it up for this unboxing and first impressions video. I'm very happy to finally have this in my own collection inside Rob's own collection, I should say. And you know what? These are very nice. I mean, for their size, yes, I can't imagine Rob paid a lot for these considering it was coming from Mandarake. But, you know, you get a box, you get 2 figures in there. It's pretty much worth it if you ask me. Now, if only Bandai would get off of their asses and just use this very same mold in the 6-inch scale for the Movie Monster series. Bandai, we are all waiting. And way I see it, I mean, you could release the same mold, or you can make 2 different molds, one for the Godzilla store, one for wide release, and make a lot of friggin' money, because there's even fans in Japan now that just want a proper sized vinyl figure of this. Might include. Anyway, that is about it for my very first unboxing and first impressions video of the year. I won't promise I will be a lot more active this year, even if it means that I have to sit out front in the cold, rain, or heat just to get the box before Rob does. I hope and enjoy. I see you all very soon. Have a lovely day, afternoon, and night, all of that. A very merry and happy schnipp to you all. Yeah. And the...
Hush, 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 here comes the boogeyman. Don't let him come too close to you, he'll catch you if he can. Just pretend that you're a crocodile, and you will find that boogeyman will run away a mile. Say shoo shoo and stick him with a pin.